is as tight as it can possibly be, Mr. Furman. And if you look it up historically speaking, and I basically took the poll leaders' electoral votes based upon the polls each campaign, right now 270 in 2024, that is the tightest that the polls have ever been projected on the electoral map, even tighter than 2000 when Al Gore was projected to get 281 electoral votes since 1972. The bottom line is, Mr. Berman, it is historically tight at the end of this campaign.
All right. And the point, though, that you keep making, Harry, and it's such an important point to make here. Everyone says the race is tight, the race is tight. It very well may be, but that doesn't mean there's not a possibility, maybe even a big possibility, maybe even a majority possibility that one candidate wins by a lot.
That's exactly right. So, if you were basically to model this out, as a bunch of folks do, will the 2024 winner get 300 plus electoral votes? A majority chance of yes, they will get at least 300 electoral votes. A relative blowout in today's day and age. The minority is at 40% no that the winner will get less than 300 electoral votes. How the heck is that possible? Well, essentially, if you look back at swing state polling averages since 1972, the average error in the swing states is 3.4 points. And of course, all of the 7 closest battleground states are within 3 points. So if you get an average error and it all goes in one direction, well then, lo and behold, you will in fact get a blowout in the Electoral College of the winner getting at least 300 electoral votes.
All right, what does that look like?
What does that look like? Well, if the margin of error benefits Kamala Harris, you get an average poll miss. It benefits Kamala Harris. Of course, she wins all these Great Lake battleground states, but she also wins down in the Southeast, and she wins in the Southwest as well. She gets up to 319 electoral votes, a huge, big blowout by today's standards. Of course, it could go in the other direction. If the polling error benefits Donald Trump, he actually wins all these Great Lake battleground states. He wins in the Southeast, and of course, he wins in the Southwest, and he gets up to 312 electoral votes. The bottom line is this. I've been coming to you day after day after day with numbers. The only takeaway at this point is historically tight, but basically any scenario is on the table.
One tilt one way or the other. Trump could do better than he did in 2016.
Correct.
But tilts the other way, Harris could do better than Joe Biden did.
Exactly right.
All right. So, buckle up.
Buckle up, put the seatbelt on. We're going to be in this ride, perhaps for a while, but maybe not.
This is what it boils down to. Today, the 5th of November, America will decide between Kamala Harris, the incumbent vice president on the Democratic ticket, and Donald Trump, the former president on the Republican ticket. And the choices could not be more stark. The messaging in the final 24 hours leading up to Election Day could not be more stark. Kamala Harris is talking about a message of optimism, a message of moving forward and turning the page on what has been a tumultuous Trump era. Trump, on the other hand,